It's arguably the most significant trial in Spain's 4 decades of democracy. 12 Catalan separatist leaders have had their first day in court. They all denied the charges against them, including rebellion, sedition, and misuse of public funds. If convicted, some could be sentenced to up to 25 years in prison.
There is no international or EU law that prevents the succession of a sub-state entity. It does not exist. You will not find that anywhere. We can defend self-determination. It is a synonym of peace, not of war.
Catalonia's referendum and subsequent declaration of independence in 2017 were ruled illegal by Spain's constitutional court. Those now being tried for their role are seen as political prisoners by their supporters and traitors by many Spanish nationalists. While some of Catalonia's former leaders were arrested, others fled, including former Catalan president Carles Puigdemont. He called the trial a stress test for Spain's judicial system and democracy.
Today we have seen honorable and innocent people, Democrats, people who have acted under a parliamentary mandate, sitting in the docks as if they were criminals.
The trial begins as Spain's socialist-led government is struggling to hang on to power, and that could be determined by the separatist parties rallying against the prosecution of their leaders. Both ends of Spain's fragmented political spectrum have squeezed Prime Minister Pedro Sánchez into an uncomfortable position.
For a long time, the secessionists have been defying Spanish unity, the constitutional order, and court decisions. Today, all of us Spaniards feel the obligation to protect our courts.
Right-wing parties have called recent protests against attempts by Sánchez to create a dialogue with Catalan pro-independence parties. Tens of thousands demonstrated in Madrid. He's only been in power for about 8 months, but Sánchez may be forced to call early elections if he cannot get a budget passed. And that may be difficult. He'll need votes from pro-separatist parties to do so, and they've signaled they'll need more than currently is being offered. Sánchez lashed out at right-wing and Catalan parties alike in a tweet, saying, they both want the same, a divided Catalonia and a divided Spain. The trial is widely seen as deepening that divide.
Witnessing our ministers, the President of the Parliament, and social leaders seated before a criminal court is, in itself, an attack on democracy and human rights and a shameless embarrassment for 21st century Europe. We are facing an act of revenge against a people who decided to decide.
The trial may take up to 3 months to play out in court, but the outcome could shape the course of Catalonia's secession movement and Spain's national politics for years to come. Randolph Nogel, The Newsmakers.